Welcome to this all important section. We're looking at the practical aspect of a lot of things we have done already in CNP 310. The very first thing I want to touch on right now is going to be the keyboard and the mouse technique. Very, very important. Why are we looking at the keyboard and the mouse technique? Why is it so important for us to do that? Now, it's very important because we use the keyboard and the mouse majorly as input devices when we work with the Microsoft Word. And so, as we look at the Microsoft Word, I will touch a little bit on the theory now, and then deal with the practical simultaneously. Let's dive into it. You are going to discover that the mouse and the keyboard are very important. Now, efficiency in computer tasks, we can achieve that through shortcuts, and then it will, when you're able to use the keyboard and the mouse, it improves your productivity, especially with the short keys we're going to look at. Now, beyond that, you are also going to find that it reduces reliance on mouse and navigation, or at least the shortcut keys. We're going to deal with the short keys, and then we're going to see the application on Microsoft Word very soon. Then we have the keyboard shortcuts, which I'm going to touch, and then we're going to see a host of other things. Now, what's the benefit of the keyboard shortcuts? Why do we need to learn keyboard shortcuts? Why is this so important? Students have this issue a lot of time, but let me just touch a few of them. The very first thing you want to note why we need to learn the keyboard shortcut keys is the very fact that these keys, that these keyboard keys we're talking about now help us to enhance efficiency and speed. That's number one. Number two, they help us to complete our task faster. You see the demo very soon, and then through the shortcuts. Number three is that we have increased our productivity, and then we can streamline actions. Definitely, it actually is easy to use. That's the beauty of it. Me, I learned the system with the shortcuts most of the time, so I'm used to most of them. I'm going to be teaching you this in this lecture. And now it also reduces reliance on time-consuming mouse navigation. I have to carry my mouse up and down, you see movie here and there. But with the shortcut, you just tap it, you are done. Then, when you master the shortcut keys, it actually improves your workflow. Yeah, it improves your workflow. And finally, there is an overall efficiency and productivity that can be realized. That's for sure. Now, we have basic navigation keys. Definitely basic navigation keys. Now I have the arrow keys, we have the moving that help us to move between one activity or the other. We have the tab key, moving between fields of control. We have the shift plus the tab key, of course we have that. And then we have this control plus the tab key. Then the arrow keys help us to navigate, like I've said initially. The tab key help us to move between fields and control. We have the shift plus tab that goes back and front. We have the control tab. And all these ones, they help us to be efficient in navigating within documents and interfaces. That is what these keys help us to do. We have quick access to different sections and controls, and that once again, they also streamline our flow and help us to be precise in our movement. Look at the window management keys. We have the Alt plus the tab to switch between one active application to the other. You have the window plus D to show or hide the desktop. You have that. You have window plus L to lock the PC. You have the F11 to maximize the window for focus. You have the efficiently manage multiple applications, and then they help us to have quick access to what they do. Beyond that, we have the web browsing control keys. We have the Control T to open a new tab. We have the Control W to close the current tab. They help us to manage tabs effectively. So that's the basic and enhance our experience. That's the basic function of the web browsing keys. Having said that, we come to the bulk of the issue. That's the Microsoft Word short keys. We have Control A for select all content, Control P is to bolding and is an highlighted selection. The Control C is to copy. The Control D is to duplicate the font option. We have Control E is to align, that is centralize. We have Control F is to open or find in a box. We have Control G to replace. We have Control H to replace. So we have all these keys, very many of them. Control I, italicize. Control J is to justify. Control K, the link. Control M is to indent paragraph. Control N, open new document. So on and so forth. There are so many of them. Control P is to print. We have Control Q, paragraph format. Control R is to align text. Control S is to save. We have Control U to underline. V to paste. Control V is to close. These are various shortcut keys. Control X is to pause. Y is to redo a last selection. Control Z is to undo. Control 1 is single spacing. Control 2 double. Control 1.5 line spacing. We have the shift, Control plus shift to increase, Control plus shift to decrease, and a lot of them just like that. These are keys. And it goes on, Control Shift L, Control Shift C, Control Shift V for pasting, formatting, a lot, and so on and so forth. A lot of keys to take note of. Take the F keys to switch between documents. A lot and a lot of them. Outside these ones, we want to see, we're going to look at very briefly how to convert text to tables in MS Word. We're going to look at that in a particular class. You can check the next video for that. They also have, for that, you go to ribbon, you click on insert, your table. I'm going to demonstrate all these processes in the next video on the practical section, the application. We're going to see that. But for now, let's just get the theory and move ahead. Now, this is the processes. Dialog box appear, you separate, you click OK, the table is there. Now, why do we use table? I need to state this categorically because I have theory and practical section for the course. Now, tab keys ensure consistent and precise alignment. That was already. Now, tables help us to organize and structure our work. They ensure readability. They simplify the processes. That's just it. Quick access to accurate information, that is, they are separated elements, and they improve the formatting of the document as a whole. And also they help us to maintain uniformity. That's on that note. How do we draw tables? You go to your insert on the ribbon, you select, you choose draw table, you use the pen. I'm going to demonstrate all this in the next video there for a particular section in our live class. And those of you who were there, you can always go back for more. And then we add more columns and rows, and these are the processes of creating tables in MS Word. Now, we can insert graphics. Yes, we can insert pictures, you can insert shapes. You go to insert, you choose the one you want to pick, you position the element itself, resize it, customize it, you can add your labels, and then you can save the document. I will demonstrate all this in the practical section. Now, what's the importance of graphics, which you should know for the theoretical aspect? For example, post as students, they enhance visual appeal and engagement of the readers. They simplify your complex information through visual representation. They aid in conveying information effectively and efficiently. They help in highlighting key points and data in the document. Okay, they also improve overall understanding and retention of the document. That is for sure. They add creativity and professionalism to the document, and they can make documents more readable. That is what graphics do in MS Word. Now, as we conclude on the MS Word theoretical aspects, note that mastering shortcut techniques enhance your productivity when using Microsoft Word. When you use tables and graphics, they streamline your task, and then they help to improve the document quality, and they think that the overall visual experience is enhanced. Yes, and the content is appealing, and you can see that it helps us to create professional and engaging documents, and at the end of it, that we have effective communication when we follow all these processes. So I want to say thank you on this note. I'm going to stop this particular class here. We'll deal with the other ones later.